So I was headed to the city, and I was sitting on the subway next to someone that looked like maybe he was about 50-something, or maybe in his late 50s, early 60s, something like that. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I noticed that he was just complaining about the subway service here in New York and wherever you guys are at. If you have trains where you live at, sometimes construction is being done. Sometimes you got to take detours. And even if you don't take the subway, you have to take detours if you're driving, things of that nature. Inconveniences, mild inconveniences if you're going to work or just trying to get from point A to point B, whatever it may be. But I noticed he said something, he complained about the service, and then he just wouldn't shut the hell up. He just kept complaining, just kept talking, and I'm sitting next to this clown, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is the most unmasculine BS that I've been around today. And I'm around a lot of unmasculine BS every single day, but that irked me. That irked me the wrong way, and it made me think about another feminine quality that a lot of men portray. They complain. A lot of males portray, because you're not a man if you're doing this. Just complaining too much. He's just complaining. He just wouldn't shut up, and he kept complaining for literally a good 10 minutes before we got to the next stop. And I just wanted to tell this dude, and I was watching my content, just trying to let the time pass by. Maybe this guy would shut up. And he just wouldn't shut the hell up. And I wanted to just turn around and say, yo, shut the hell up, you feminine clown, you stupid old fool. You sound like you are acting like a stupid old fool. And he's not just complaining. He's complaining to other people, like trying to get people to agree with him. And anyone else is looking at him like, yo, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. And I wanted to be the one to say, I'm sitting right next to him. I wanted to be the one to say, shut the hell up. But, cooler heads prevailed. It made no sense for me to say something like that and act out of character, because you're not going to, if I tell him to shut the hell up, I'm going to tell everyone else to shut the hell up too that complains in the future. And I can't go around doing that. That would take me off my purpose, off of what I'm supposed to be doing. It's not supposed to be to try to pick fights with old people or young people or anybody that's just complaining a lot. But it did make me think about how a lot of men, and how I used to be one that just complained a lot and didn't do a damn thing about it. And you gotta understand, even if you do something about it, it's not a good look. Even if you're by yourself, it's not a good look to complain and just start murmuring and talking to yourself, and because that's how you end up looking like a stupid old fool. That is how you end up looking like a stupid old fool that's just going around, whether you're successful at making money or not. It's just a stupid look. It's an awful look. And it was just something that I wanted to mention to you guys out there, that if you're a male that just complains a lot, it's a feminine quality that you shouldn't have, period. It's a feminine quality that you just shouldn't have. You shouldn't have any feminine qualities, but that above, that should be at the top of the list, when you're just going around complaining and unable to control your emotions, lashing out at people, or just lashing out at this or lashing out at that because this isn't working. And just deal with it. Plan ahead. And also, when things don't go your way, things are not going to go your way every single day. So when things don't go your way, you need to take that as an opportunity to check yourself and work on your problem-solving skills. Stream of attention is more than just about, it's nothing about counting days. So it's not even about counting days. It's nothing about counting days. That's why I made that video a few videos ago. Stop counting days and actually work on yourself. If you go count days for 25 days, you can count days for 30, 40 days, 40 years, and you haven't gotten any better. And all you did was just sit on retention and sobriety and just count a bunch of days, and you still remain the same feminine clown, not attracting anything towards you, because you didn't get out and do things. All you did was just count days. So one thing that you can do is you can work on your problem-solving skills, work on your intellect. It's good to work on the body, work on your muscles, and stay fit every single day. but also work to mentally improve. Learn how to better compartmentalize your issues and how to better categorize the things that need to be done throughout the course of a day in a matter of seconds. Because a man is able to problem solve and get things done and build upon the problems that he solves versus just simply complain, and you're allowing seconds to go by and you're allowing minutes to go by, and you could have thought of a solution and you didn't think of a solution because you didn't want to think of a solution because all you wanted to do was hear somebody come listen to your clownish complaining. So don't complain. Don't complain. I'm around a lot of complainers here in New York that are just about nothing. They just complain. That's all they can do is complain. They have no problem-solving skills whatsoever. They don't want to do anything. They want someone else to solve their problems for them. And that's because we have a lot of males today that are just raised by women. So they display those feminine qualities, and they call it masculine, but they're actually feminine, and they're weak. And they don't understand because they're taught that masculinity is a form of feminism, in which it is not. It's not. It's just they weren't raised with no dads. They were raised by no men whatsoever. They were just raised by a bunch of feminine women, and that's it. Masquerading as men. Oh, I can raise a son. A woman can never raise a son. A female can never raise a man. That's an impossibility. It's just that simple. So all of those women out there that talk about, oh, I raised a strong man, and no, I mean, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James was raised by a woman, and look at how he turned out. Enough said. If you know, then you know. LeBron James was raised by a woman, and look at how he turned out. Enough said. You know, he's the most feminine, sensitive, passive-aggressive, diva, glam superstar in the history of the NBA. He's also the greatest underachiever, because when the pressure came, when it was crunch time, when it was time to deliver and actually do GOAT things, he couldn't do it. He folded. He ran away. He quit on his teammates. He got them traded. He never takes accountability. He never took accountability. He still never takes accountability to this day. And I use him as a perfect example because I don't respect any man like that. I don't care if you're LeBron James, and I don't care if you're someone that has negative, or if someone that's just poor. You know, you don't need a bunch of money to display masculine qualities. You don't need that whatsoever. You just display it. You know when to turn the other cheek. And I'm not talking about get hit in the face. And no, I'm talking about avoid clowns. Stay away from clowns. Stay away from clown nonsense. And that was a quality that I displayed. I know that I displayed on the subway by not entertaining this clown, and just entertaining any clown, because he wasn't the first clown that I came across today, in which I had to go the other way and not entertain clown nonsense, you know. And that's what you're gonna have to do every single day. I'm getting some comments in the comment section, a few comments. But also in my emails, I'm not going to talk about what you guys are talking about, but I'm just going to talk about something that's important for you guys to know, because it's on topic, and you guys know who you are. I'm not going to put you out there. But in regards to just dealing with, like, I'm not going to talk about the specifics of what we talk about in the email, but I will talk about this, because this is a generalized statement for all of us men. Whether you email me about it or not, you have to understand that when you are on Stream of Attention, SR, sobriety, clowns are going to keep on coming at you, and you're going to want to kill them. You're not going to want to hurt them. You're going to want to kill them dead, and then get back on your purpose and feel nothing about it. And I'm not here to tell you that that's wrong. Those feelings are wrong. I understand. I understand, because even before I made this video, that's exactly what I wanted to do to a clown. I wanted to throw him out. I wanted to throw him out a window. I wanted to throw him out a window and then get on with the rest of my day. And I would have felt good doing that. There weren't consequences towards doing that. A lot of things that we don't do it because the law prohibits us from doing it. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people to where I don't do a lot of things because the law will catch up to me. But if I could get away with it, I would do it, and I would throw someone out a window that crossed me the wrong way. They will be dead, and I can go on with the rest of my day and go to sleep like nothing happened. It's no big deal to me because I believe a lot of people on earth don't need to exist anyway. That's how I really feel about it. That a lot of males do not need to exist. Not lock them away in jail, not put them away in insane asylums. No, they are literally just hazards, not just to themselves, but they're hazards to the rest of men. And if you know what a man is masculine. A man is about his purpose. A man is building. He's building himself up. He's building the world around him. He is exploring the world. He is knowledgeable. He is reasonable. He is articulate. He is smart. He is physically strong. He is all of those things. And it's hard to do those things when you have feminine clowns around you. It's hard to do that. And it's hard to do that. And that's why I feel a lot of males will be better off just simply not existing. It will make my job a lot easier. It will make your job a lot easier for those of you that work around guys that try you every single day, that put you in a position where they're testing your masculinity and you have to stand your ground. And it's good to have that masculinity. It's good to have that energy to always be able to fall back on when you're on SR, because you're on SR sobriety in earnest. But it's whether it's draining to you or not, it's annoying. It's tiring. It's tiring, and I understand this from the perspective of the things that I've been through. It was tiring when I started to get on semen retention. When I got on semen retention and tried to get sober and tried to just try to detox from everything. Let's put it that way. Just try to detox from everything. And one of the aspects of this journey that made me relapse a lot before I finally got it right was me being so weak-minded into thinking, you know what, I'm just tired of fighting. I'm just tired I'm just so stressed. I need to smoke something, and then the smoking will lead to intrusive thoughts, and then the intrusive thoughts will lead to a mental relapse, and the mental relapse will lead to the physical relapse, and then I would just continue to down spiral. It would just be a downward spiral. And it's just that simple. That's exactly why I would relapse a lot, because at that time, I was unable to cope with the nonsense and trying to learn how to deal with society and learn how to deal with my semen retention aggression, because I literally wanted to kill someone. I was already a hothead before I even heard about semen retention. I've always had a very foul disposition when it comes to clowns and anyone that tests my patience. But semen retention took it through the roof. It just shot my aggression levels up through the roof in what I believed at the time were unnatural levels. But they're not. They weren't unnatural levels. They were natural levels. I was just unable to acclimate those feelings, or acclimate those intentions, and turn it into something productive, into something that was beneficial towards my self-improvement as a man. And you guys out there, you're going through that every single day, and you're probably wondering, like, when is it going to stop? It's not about it stopping. It's about you leveling up enough. It's about you leveling up enough to rise above the BS, to be able to keep on moving forward. Because I've said it in a lot of my videos that it's hard to climb a ladder that just keeps going and going and going and going, and just keeps going up and just keeps going up. Your arms get tired, your legs get tired, but you already know that the higher you get, just one slip and one fall, one slip and one mishap, and you're going all the way back down to the bottom. So it's easy to climb a ladder. No, it's hard to climb a ladder, but it's easy to fall. It's really easy to fall, and should you catch yourself and not hit the actual bottom, then it's going to be harder to climb back up again. So it makes no sense to stop. Just keep climbing. Keep climbing and get to the next checkpoint. You ever play video games, you got checkpoints, and check in. Get to the checkpoint. Get to the next checkpoint, and that will help you refresh, refuel. Sometimes you gotta take a break from society and maybe sometimes go do something different. If you're an outdoors person, go a different route. I go different routes every single day just to make sure that my day looks different every single day. When you're on semen retention and sobriety in earnest, you can get bored pretty easily, depending on what kind of life you're living, honestly. Personally, because of the kind of life that I used to live, I have to keep on moving every single day because I can get bored on semen retention and sobriety very, very easily. I like how the energy is there. I love how the energy is there for me to do what I want to do. But it's days like today. Like today, I have a day off. Today, I didn't even feel like making a video. I didn't even feel like making a video today, but I'm making a video because I forced myself to get outside. I literally forced myself to get outside because I wanted to sleep in. And I forced myself to get outside because it's 80 degrees out here. It feels like 90 degrees because of the heat index and everything else that's concrete around New York. But it's point being, it's nice, and I still wanted to stay inside. You gotta force yourself to get outside. Force yourself to get outside and force yourself to do different things on this journey to put yourself in a position for the seam of attention attraction to work, for things to actually happen around you. You know, if you're antisocial, you have to somehow be more social without putting yourself in a position where you're losing your masculinity or you're compromising your masculinity, because you can be too social and you can run into problems. You can run into problems by mingling with the wrong energy. So I understand, because when you're on the seam of attention, you understand that you're able to see everything through a different lens. Especially if you just got on, you're weary of just indulging the way you used to. You're weary of indulging the way you used to, in regards to just like when you was a strung out addict and you was doing all this other nonsense that was self-destructive towards a man. You were easily able to just, at that time seemingly, you were easily able to just mingle with crowds and things of that nature, but it was all delusion. It was delusional. It gave you false confidence, because where are those people at right now? Where are those quote-unquote friends at right now? They're not in your life. Why? Because you had to cut them off. Why did you have to cut them off? Because you realized that the way you're living and how they're living is counterproductive. So you had to separate yourself. So where they're at right now, who knows where the hell they're at, but they're not in your life anymore. They're not in your life anymore. So now that you're not under that false illusion and delusion of feeling like, oh, I just get along with everybody and everybody will accept me. No, everyone's not going to accept you. But you have to also not be afraid to get out there and test your masculinity too. There's a fine balance. Understand where I'm coming from. There is a fine balance. You have to get out there in order to make things happen, make business transactions happen, make your life actually move forward, because you can't do it by yourself. You can get sober, you can stay detox, and you can do all of that by yourself. I'm talking about in regards to just moving up in the world, in your world. You have to figure out how to compromise and cooperate with people. You know, just because I'm 100% aware that there are no women left on earth, doesn't mean that I don't work around them. And that doesn't mean that I have to, that doesn't mean I'm talking to them the same way I'm talking to you guys every single, I will be fired. I will be fired. It's just that simple. So you got to be smart. You got to be smart and figure out how to navigate this maze. That is the matriarch matrix. You got to figure out how to navigate it and use it to your advantage. I read a comment in the comment section that even the matriarch will submit to SR. If there's enough men on it, if there's enough men, the thing about it is you got to know, it's not even about, I'm speaking in totality, but let's just talk about primarily you. And I responded to that comment, and I disagreed, but I also agree, and I also agree in the sense of this, because if you have if your boss is a woman and she just finds you attractive or whatever it may be, you can use that to your advantage. You can use that to your advantage. And I don't mean flirt with her, and I don't mean have her disrespect you in any particular way, because females don't tolerate that in the workplace, so neither should you. I don't give a damn what she says. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn who she is. Oh, you look nice. No. You protect your masculinity. She's not with you. She ain't got nothing for you. She don't want you for anything more than just your energy and to suck you dry. That's all she wants. So you gotta keep a way of. You gotta find a way to temper that. You gotta find a way to temper that, but you also have to make sure that you what's the best way to put it? Don't give away your energy to her. You gotta keep your position at your workplace, but you can't give away your energy and be a sucker, because then eventually she will put you in a position to where she'll try to blackmail you. It may sound crazy, but we've seen it on television, and it's happened to people in real life. It has happened to people. It has happened to men who are on SR in real life. It's why they show it in media. And then what do the guys normally do? Oh, well, I really need this job, miss, and he ends up smashing her. Unfortunately, that's what he does. And then, yeah, he may keep his job and he may get that promotion and whatnot, but then she loses respect for him, and she'll start treating him like dirt because she already got the energy, so there's no more respect. The only reason why these females respect you, even if they're not talking to you, even if they throw their hair up at you and they act like they don't like you, or if they act like they do like you, they respect your restraint. They just respect your restraint. But once you start feeding into their nonsense, and you don't even have to screw them, you don't even have to screw them in order to lose their respect and to lose your respect more so than anything. All you have to do is just be flirtatious and entertain the nonsense, and they'll be like, oh, he's just like every other guy. And you will be, even whether you screw them or not, because all they care about is just attention anyway. The same way the majority of males care about banging, conversely, they only care about their egos getting stroked. That's why they can go to the club night after night after night and get a whole bunch of beta simp clowns to buy them drinks, and they give them nothing in return because all they care about is just the validation of, oh, I'm hot enough to get anyone to buy me drinks, and And maybe if they feel like it, you know what I'm saying, maybe they'll do something with you. Chances are it's zero. And if they do, then they're gonna do it with someone else anyway. So you're not special, it was just your turn. It was just your turn, that's it. You know? I read another comment in the comment section talking about how my channel is not like a whole bunch of other channels, and my channel is the best channel, and I'll take the compliment. I appreciate that. I wish the subscriber count would actually accumulate more. It seems like YouTube is trying to hold me. That's what it seems like to me. But it's fine. I think just all the I'm going to take it as just all the big dogs coming to my channel. And the guys that have 100,000 subscribers, and I look at their content, they're the ones that's talking about beta simp nonsense. And I read another comment that talked about how they're glad that I don't post in my thumbnails images of females and, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. Then start talking about semen retention, because that's clown retention. That's why. We know that. It's called clown retention. And they do that for clickbait. They do it for two things, or many reasons, honestly. They do it for clickbait, and they do it because they're on clown retention. They're definitely more than likely spanking off. I would bet my life on it, because if you're on SR sobriety in earnest, it doesn't matter how much you want to see Poo-Tang, you're going to stay away from it because you know how detrimental it is to a man. So they do it for clickbait, and they do it because they're not on semen retention and they're fake semen retention channels. I don't have to say their names. They know who they are. They know who they are, and I'm sure they've watched my videos and trying to figure out some kind of way to come at me, but they can't, because I'm not going to allow it. I'm simply not going to allow it. I'm going to destroy you in the comment sections or any other way you want to get destroyed. It doesn't matter to me. In person or not, it don't matter to me, really, at all. Because this is a war anyway, you know. What general shies away from a battle or a war? So I don't have to say anyone's names out there, but they know who they are, the clown retention channels. And I don't care if they say that they're on semen retention. Why do you have pictures of females on your thumbnail? Why you constantly, even if it's not on the thumbnail, when you click on the video, it's constant images of things that will naturally arouse a straight man. Like what are you doing? What are you doing? So they do it for two reasons, you know, to clickbait you and to make you relapse, and to keep on coming back to their channel, you not realizing that it's a trap, that it's a trick for them to keep. It's basically it's them anonymously supplying you with a type of drug that keeps you addicted, and then going to you and saying, oh, you need to detox from this drug, and they also have the antidote. So they start the war, and then they start a war within you and say that I also have the cure for you, knowing damn well it's going to tempt you So that's why I don't do any edits, and that's why I don't do anything. I never will. I don't see myself ever sitting down in front of a computer giving a damn about edits. I don't care about no edits. I don't care about no cuts. I don't care about this. Oh, you stutter a lot and blah, whatever. I don't give a damn. That has not hurt my subscriber count. So why should I give a damn? I don't give a damn. Life is real. Everything is fake enough. Everything in the world is fake enough. So that's why I don't care about no edits, and I don't care about wasting my life on edits. And you got people that waste their life on edits, and they're not even masculine. Yes, they're as feminine as a feather. Feminine as a feather. Prime example right there. Whole bunch of guys just going by acting feminine. No masculinity whatsoever. There's having fun, but there's also being out of your character. There's also being out of your character, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Being out of your character in regards to what's entailed of a man to be 24/7. You can have fun without looking like a goofy and sounding like a goofy. So the thing about it is, I appreciate what you guys say. I appreciate what you guys say, and I'm glad that I'm not a stereotypical semen retention channel where you guys think that it's a safe haven and for clowns. And I made a video about that.